YouTube, Big G back again with another video, and as you can see I'm busily spray painting my arcade cabinet. I decided on actually spray painting it because some of the different tones of the resin came through as I was actually sanding it, so it basically forced me to give it a quick spray paint. And I'm using Rust-Oleum here. It's a nice gloss blue. I like the color, and as you can see it's during my lunchtime, so that's why I'm still in my work clothes. But I thought, you know, it's a pity about the wind, so I thought, well, let me give it a spray so at least I can try and speed things up a little bit. And yeah, this wind has really been messing me around, but our weather has really been crap so far. But otherwise, just giving it a good coat, and there you can see I've given it a good coat. It's starting to look nice. It's not perfect. It's not exactly what I want it to be. It's still not 100% smooth, but it's as smooth as I'm going to get it at the moment. I'm not going to keep sanding it over and over and over again, because I'm going to be putting on some of the stickers and artwork on it, and that will hide some of the imperfections. But otherwise I'm pretty happy. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all. It looks neat and tidy and pretty good. Yeah, I'm busy with the actual bezel, just cleaning it off, getting ready with the vinyl. I had the vinyl cut locally, and I'm using some of the Xevious. I couldn't find Xevious 3D artwork for the bezel and for the side art and so forth, so I actually went for the original Namco Xevious artwork, and just busy measuring it up just to make sure. I'm not really that good at putting vinyl on. I tend to leave a couple of bubbles, or otherwise I get it a bit skew and then it pulls strange. But otherwise the basic trick is to just put a lot of soapy water onto the actual surface and then just position it as best as possible. The soapy water can affect the actual adhesiveness of the vinyl. So, you know, previously I haven't really put too much soapy water on, but then again it makes it so difficult to actually get it all lined up perfectly. So this time I'm going to rather use excessive amounts of soapy water, as you can see there, but it's looking pretty good. I'm getting out as many of the bubbles as what I can, just using a ruler, and already I'm liking the bezel. It's really going to make the arcade cabinet look original. It's just a pity I couldn't get the 3D bezel artwork, but the original Xevious artwork looks pretty good. And I'll put a link down at the bottom there as to the different sites I used to get this artwork. And you know, basically you download it as a PDF and you can have it printed out. So yeah, I'm busy now with the actual side art. Same process, just making it nice and wet with the soapy water, getting it in position and getting all the bubbles out. Can get quite monotonous in that, but it's not too bad. It's actually going a lot easier this time than the last arcade cabinet I did, where I really battled to get the vinyl to stick properly. Now, as you can see, the artwork I'm using is from my original cabinet. So this mini cab that I'm making, I've actually gone and printed a couple of extra vinyl pieces, and I've just gone and cut out, you can see there, the UFO and another small little alien, so that I can sort of spread it around the actual arcade cabinet, even on the back. And I think it looks pretty good. There, I've got the bezel on. I've blacked out some of the monitor so you don't really see the sides of the monitor. And the blue is sort of looking really good. I'm really happy with the blue. I'm glad I went for actually spray painting it. It does look good. And I'm not going to get it much smoother than that. So yes, it's looking good. And now just a matter of making sure, you can see from a different angle here. At a later stage I may actually cut off that back section and actually use a 32-inch flat screen monitor in here and do away with the actual 17-inch that I've currently got in there. But anyway guys, it's time to test. Let's get going. A pity about the glare, but just to give you an indication of what it's going to look like, just give the old plug, switch it in, hold thumbs, everything is going to work from the word go. I've got the sound hooked up, and the only problem will be the strobe effect, as you can see there. And of course it is daylight, so there's going to be a lot of glare, so it's not ideal conditions, but I just want you to have a look at what it's going to more or less look like once I start actually playing the machine. And I'll actually do a gameplay on it later in the proper lighting conditions and hooked up to the computer so I can get rid of that horrible strobe effect that's on there. But overall, guys, I'm very happy with my first, from basically I built this machine from scratch all the way through now to this end product, and I'm very happy with it. I'm not a professional by any chance. I'm a real amateur and I'm learning as I go, but I'm very happy with it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video that I've made and this little 3-part series. The next one I'm going to do is a gameplay on the actual game, because it's actually a really great shooter. There you can see it's playing nicely. And yes, thumbs up. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and cheers from me.